for demo. When a demo is done right, to demo an IT solution or an app is like the perfect tool to continuously show progress, what has been developed, obtain feedback, conduct an agile way of working. However, a demo gone wrong can just bring confusion, irrelevant feedback, misunderstanding, mistrust, or even a delusion that the audience perceive that something is developed that isn't developed. So first of all, when I talk about demos here, I'm not talking about like pre-sales demo for SaaS solutions. So I'm talking about internal, you're in a project you're developing. So how do you make sure you get a demo good? So the first thing is what?
Yeah, I think you need to set the scope first and speak about what's the purpose and who are you going to deliver this demo to?
Yeah.
What's the audience? What are the stakeholders? Because if it's depending on the ones that are present in the demo, you will have to have a different approach.
Yeah.
So I think it's...
I mean, the worst thing that can happen is when you have a demo that is supposed to be for the internal project team, so almost for the developers to give each other feedback, and maybe for like the product owner, and all of a sudden there's a lot of external other stakeholders coming in, and they are just disappointed and they don't get it. So I think, purpose and audience. The other one is limitations. So really state out the limitations. That is, I mean, sometimes I've been in demos, that's completely fine. The backend isn't doesn't done their development and they show it. But maybe saying, oh, this is just front-end development. If you have people that aren't technical, it doesn't mean that they get it. You have to be really clear, like here, this is not conjoined to any of the systems in the back, so we have to do that. This is not ready. Otherwise, or sometimes in a demo, you can even have like the UX guy comes in and say, okay, this is how it's going to look like. And then someone else thinks that, oh yeah, this clickable prototype is like completely functioning. So once again, really state out the limitations and think about the audience and how you phrase the limitations and what language you are using.
Yeah, and one thing is also the form around the demo. So you should start with informing what you're going to show. This is what I'm going to show, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to show it, of course. And then also repeat what you have shown with, you just saw this and this. So the form is quite important too.
Yeah, and maybe also put it in a bit of context. Yeah, so this is how you do when you are going to place a new replacement change. So this is typically if a part is brought out of the assortment, so on. And another thing to focus is really about what I call the bike shed effect. It's that you are showing like a really huge complex backend thing, and the only thing you get feedback is that someone thinks that the button is a little bit too small, and you're like, that was not the feedback I was after. I've been sweating blood to make this work. And once again, if this happens, often it is because it is the wrong purpose, or it is the wrong audience, or you haven't been clear about the limitations. So it's really important to make sure you get that. To get that right focus, so you get the relevant feedback for where you are in your project.
But how often should you do demos?
I mean, if you do sprints, I would say every second week. But I think the most important thing is don't mix this up. If you have like general demos for the whole company to show the progress of, then set that aside. And maybe those demos shouldn't be conducted by the dev team. It should be conducted by like a product owner or someone from the business that can use the system a little bit like more business phrase of it. Yeah.
Good.
But now maybe it seems like we are very against the demo. We are not. We're totally for it. Just make sure to do it right.
Because to avoid the bike shed effect, etc., I think it's important.
Yeah.
And if you have some considerations about this type of project demos, please leave your comments. Or if you like to see something else or more of this kind of content, please leave a comment.
Yeah. And thanks for watching, and have a stellar Thursday.